Everyone's aware of the train wreck that was Congress today when they found out that even they were given redacted files by the FBI. But man, it's a whole lot worse than that. If y'all remember, for the last 4 years, they kept telling us what an oligarchy and evil Russia was because of it. The whole time, it should be obvious to everybody that's us. They're just holding a mirror and telling us it's somebody else. Hopefully by now you can see and believe that. And as I'm sure everybody's aware, the scariest part was when Pam came out and said, if we prosecute them all, the whole system will collapse. I don't know about you, but if that's what the system is, it's about time for it to collapse. Because we as people are literally out here drowning. I hate talking about modern politics, but this is a whole lot more than just politics. So we're out here drowning. We're working ourselves to the bone. We don't own our houses. The state owns our houses. Why? Try not paying your taxes. You don't own your car. The state owns your car. Why? Try not paying your taxes. You don't own yourself or your rights to yourself or life, liberty, or freedom. Try not paying your taxes. See who really owns you. So if that's what the system is and that's where our money's going, because the unelected president of the US just flew in to tell us again that we now have to go send our sons and daughters to die in another foreign war that only benefits him and pay for this as well. All the while, we're paying to go collect insurance money for the Rothschilds, for all the other shipping naysayers that won't buy into their lines. We're in a really bad place, people. I mean, if you're not angry and fired up, I don't know what to tell you. And for everybody that's still just in shock and disbelief, I totally get it. I totally understand it. It's just like history. It's just like when I did that whole The Math Ain't Mathin' series. It takes a lot to unlearn everything that Maxwell's father made sure you learned. And for everybody that's taking online and saying, hey, why has everybody not risen up yet? You know, there's a very real psychological condition where everybody can be so mad, but until that, shot heard around the world or whatever happens at the Bastille, until there's a one solid event that finally breaks everybody and one person goes forward and goes first, it doesn't happen. They know this. They know how to control you. Why do you think they wanted this app along with many others? So what can you do though? Honestly, better yourself. And every time things fall apart, which it has been for quite some time, best thing you can do is better yourself. Get to the gym, read something, educate yourself, learn how to do something, gardening, whatnot. Any skill that's going to be beneficial to you. Why? One, it gives you a distraction as the theater plays out. And two, you're making yourself a better, more self sufficient person. And the final point that I want to make on this is if you put a billionaire over children, your system's already failed. Children are your future. Children are everything. Everything you do is for the future. Otherwise, what's the point? There's no point in going to work. There's no point in building. There's no point in anything other than just doing for yourself, and that's that. Well, if you do for yourself, like the billionaires do, then there's no society, there's no nothing, everything falls apart. So you got to have a future that you're building for. And if you have people literally and figuratively, in whatever way it's going to get me past the censors, eating children, then you've lost. And that's what we need to accept is we've lost. This little thing we call society for the last 30, 40 years has been a fallacy, and it is time for it to come down. Now, I'm not saying take to the streets and, it's time for absolute anarchy. No, it's time to better yourselves, is what I want you to take from all of this. Always work to better yourself, please. And if you found somebody's name on those lists and you feel duped and bamboozled and don't want to admit it, I can somewhat understand that. But the reality is, the sooner you accept that you were, the better we're all going to be.